spilled my coffee. You fucking bitch.
All of this, of course, is just more reasons to never get married. I'm not sure why any poor sucker gets married anymore. Poor fucking suckers.
You are talking like a bitch. Don't talk to me as if you were a bitch. I'm going to take a wild guess here, Wang, and say you were raised with an absent, uninvolved, or pussified father because you were speaking woman language to me, and you were trying to get woman help. You are trying to get me to rescue you, to fix your feelings, to dry your bitch tears and tell you it'll be alright. That's how bitches talk.
What about all the sexism in coal mines? We should force more women into that career.
TLDR man is a loser cucked by numerous alphas who are banging out his wife every other night. His male hamster is spinning beyond light speed. His hamster is now spinning at ludicrous speed. I could literally quote the entire thing, but here's some of the more absurd lines that I will translate for you. Being a true male feminist requires the ultimate sacrifice of self-respect and personal self-worth. I am up to that task.
I disagree. I do see some women still discriminated against, especially black women. I am an employment lawyer. It does happen. Women run ape societies. Yet we are supposed to believe we are the one ape society run by men. Yeah, right.
One of the most important things for us at Red Pill to remember is who are the people calling us misogynist shitlords. It's fat fucks like David Futurel that write articles attack TRP and men's rights. It's this delusional blue pill faggot who made fun of TRP for lifting, insisted that lifting wasn't necessary to look good, and finally sent me and my Twitter followers his sexy picture to prove his point. It's people like cuckold feminist man. The people who have the biggest problem with TRP hate the message of self-improvement and responsibility. They insist everything is relative and everyone is equal because it's the only way they can escape the fact that they are at the bottom of the shit heap.
Gay lube oil, you always hit the nail right on the head. You're doing God's work, man. The irony is that the man beta cuckold who wrote this article will soon be divorced, raped, when his wife leaves him for some random guy she's banging, and with whom she fell in love. She'll take the kids, the house, get child support, and when that day finally comes there might not be TRP to take him in and help him reclaim his manhood.
I have been in the SMP for over 3 decades, and I have experienced the steady decline in the quality of women that I have interacted with. The reasons were basically twofold. Women began undermining each other in all aspects of their own lives. The second reason, of course, was the rise of BP/beta culture, and the feminizing get in touch you feelings bullshit really sank into the larger male population.
It's not a dynamic that can be changed. It's simple biology. Women don't need these qualities. Their intrinsic value is located in their cooter.
Finally someone else finds all this babbling tedious. I thought I was the only one. Maybe males nowadays have conversations that are just as boring/tedious as the female-male conversations? That would certainly explain why not many people seem to be bothered by this.
For me, it is another example that most of women are not capable to committing. They are always ready to go for someone else. Even you cared for each other for 50 years. It is quite cold and sobering to observe red pill truths on the closest people you know.
Run screaming from any woman who has read Eat, Pray, Love.
Summary: 10 years ago a married man is caught with another woman, but not in the act at all. Wife threatens to divorce him and ruin his life, and has pussyfooted about for years since, to the point he is the fattest he's ever been, has no friends, and is miserable. This is a true story, the reason why I care so much. This man is my father. Seeing my dad so overweight, with hardly any friends anymore, no exciting projects for him to dabble in, no control over his life, has depressed me but inspired me to be nothing like him. I work out and lose weight to show him how he should be. I dabble in business investments to remind him how far he's fallen. And I socialize with the right people to prove how friends are vital in life. It's a sad story, but it's one we can all take away from in the Red Pill. Never let a woman dictate or change your life.
If you're ever caught cheating, just end things anyways. She'll never forgive you and she'll always wonder if it'll happen again. At best, she'll be paranoid and insecure. At worst, she'll demand all of your freedom as proof that you aren't fucking around on her again. Own your decisions, never apologize for them.
Fuck that. Women have no right to dictate what men do with their bodies while letting themselves go to Hogtown.
And you'll probably never get married because you're afraid of being dictated to or taken to the cleaners. And this is how he is a much better man than you will ever be. Because if he had done the same, you would not even have been born. How dare you show him how he should have done things? You aren't worthy to talk to him man to man yet.
Is she your mother? Not saying you should, but if my mother did that to my father, I would arrange a meeting with her, where I calmly explain that I will make her life as much of a hell as it was if it doesn't stop. I would tell her that when she's old and can't do things for herself, I would make sure that her last few years are so miserable that she'll contemplate suicide. I'd explain that it might be hard even getting a bed at a homeless shelter at her age, which she'll need. I would tell her all of the things she will grow to utterly depend on, for life itself will mysteriously vanish. But that's just me.
TLDR, if you are stopped by the police for any reason, don't admit to anything. I was almost arrested because a woman made a false claim of harassment. Here is my story. So I was out doing digging.
Never talk to the police. It cannot help you. It most likely will harm you. Just call your lawyer and have one on speed dial if you can afford it.
Are you sure he was enforcing the peace? Doesn't sound very peaceful to me.
War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength.
So what you're saying, officer, is that these two women filed a false police report?
No, because women are wonderful.
The 3 rules for avoiding a sexual harassment charge. 1. Be good looking. 2. Be attractive. 3. Don't be unattractive.
I was walking around a university campus today looking for a certain building. I had no idea where it was, and had to ask for directions. I approached this one cute chick who worked at the bookstore. She could not stop smiling, or giggling at me. I was kind of surprised at this, because usually, chicks don't fucking do that to me. Blatant IO eyes only come from fat chicks, and she was attractive. She gave me good enough directions for me to find the building on my own, but she insisted that she leave her post and escort me to the building in question. I didn't think anything of it. Thanks TRP for taking pussy off the pedestal and tried to make normal conversation. But damn it, she wouldn't talk. One word replies to everything I said, which was stuff that did not stimulate her. Everything I did say which was vaguely about her made her laugh. Lesson: women want you to fill their head with stuff, primarily with stuff about them. From your perspective, if you don't talk about her, tease her, cause some internal conflict, even if it's through silence, she will not be interested in you.
Anger is the gift of rational thinking.